The Time Lord Victorious marches on as Big Finish announce their contribution to the big multi-platform event. I've got all the details coming up in this video. Hi, I'm Phil, welcome to my channel where I talk about all sorts of geeky pop culture like Star Trek, the MCU, and of course my favourite, Doctor Who. Now, at midnight last night, there was the second announcement of some products for the Time Lord Victorious event that is going to be coming later on this year. Side note, why midnight? Why midnight announcements? I want to get to bed. I did contemplate recording this video at midnight last night because I was just about still up. I was about to go to bed. But ultimately, sleep prevailed and I'm recording it in the morning instead. But that little rant aside, it's very exciting news. We're getting 3 full cast audio dramas and 2 trips that tie into the event. The 3 full cast audios is a trilogy of 8th Doctor adventures where he will come up against the Daleks. These are He Kills Me Not by Carrie Thompson, The Enemy of My Enemy by Tracy Ann Baines, and Mutually Assured Destruction by Lizzie Hopley. So let's look at the synopsis of these to see if we can glean any more information. The first one, He Kills Me Not by Carrie Thompson. On the desert world of Athena, the Doctor's life is about to be changed forever. Looking to visit one of the 700 wonders of the universe, the Doctor is quickly embroiled in a web of deceit. Worse than that, this wonder of the universe is missing, leading the Doctor to encounter one of his most dangerous and duplicitous adversaries. The Doctor is about to meet Brian. Now, we know from elsewhere, I don't know if it's in this article I'm reading on Doctor Who TV or if it was in another article I read, but Brian is the Ood that we have seen on these covers and on the artwork for Time Lord Victorious. He's the Ood in the suit, and apparently he's some kind of assassin. According to Alfie Shaw, that is, who is the producer of the Big Finish side of these things. Brian is an Ood assassin. An Ood assassin, that sounds interesting. I like it. We finally know a bit more about what this Ood character is. It's not Ood Sigma, like some had theorised. It's Brian. So the second one, The Enemy of My Enemy. The people of Rax are happy to begin peaceful negotiations with the Dalek Empire. 2 species are preparing to engage in an alliance that will last throughout the ages. The only ones who seem to object to this happy union is the Doctor. He knows that you can never trust the Daleks. But more than that, he knows that Rexians should never have existed. And finally, for the full cast audios, Mutually Assured Destruction by Lizzie Hopley. The fallout of the great battle. Outnumbered and alone, a Dalek timeship careering through the vortex. The Doctor must use all his cunning to survive as the saucer disintegrates around them. The Doctor is trapped with a crew of increasingly desperate Daleks. Or are the Daleks trapped with him? Now, the involvement of the Daleks in this trilogy, along with the 8th Doctor in what looks like on the cover his Time War era outfit that we've seen in Night of the Doctor, does lead to the question, does this take place in terms of the Doctor's timeline in the Time War itself? I don't know the answer to this. It's nowhere in this article, but it is an interesting question. And then finally we're on to the short trips. There are 2 of them, Master Thief by Sophie Isles and Lesser Evils by Simon Guerrier. Now, from the looks of it, these 2 don't involve the Doctor himself, but actually his arch nemesis, the Master. The Master is the protagonist in these, and we've got 2 different Masters in these stories. So the first one is Master Thief by Sophie Isles, and that has the Delgado version of the Master. And the synopsis reads, the Master wants to plunder one of the most secure vaults in the universe, the repository. He's got a plan, and a deadly new weapon to assist him. However, as the Master quickly discovers, getting in might be easy, but getting away with it might cost him everything. So how that will tie into the big main plot, we don't entirely know. I'm guessing it has something to do with the weapon that maybe ties into the rest of it. Maybe the Master's going to show up in some of the other ones as well. Who knows? And then we got Lesser Evils by Simon Guerrier. The Keturah have arrived on the planet Alexis to distribute the gift of death to its inhabitants. The only person standing in their way is a renegade Time Lord who has sworn to protect the locals. A Time Lord called the Master. So in this one, obviously, we have the Keturah, who are referenced in the synopsis for the books that are coming out to tie into the Time Lord Victorious. They are the creatures that bestow death upon the universe, according to the synopsis of that the 10th incarnation of the Doctor was going to go back and maybe try and stop them bestowing death upon the universe or something like that. That's what the kind of hints we got from the synopsis from the books that were coming out in October. This one sounds like they're going to be showing up in this and coming across the Master, who, strangely for him, is protecting a locals. This is the Anthony Ainley version of the Master. Nice picture of him on the cover. And yeah, bit odd for him to be protecting inhabitants of a planet. He probably has an interior motive of some sort, but there we go. So that is the synopsis for these. They will all be released in October, I believe, the same month as the books, so it's going to be a little bit of an expensive month if you want to get all of them, but they can absolutely be experienced as individual stories as well, and there's a complete story within there, so you won't necessarily have to get everything if you don't want to, but if you just want the full, complete Time Lord Victorious experience, might be an expensive October. They are available to pre-order now on the website, so on the Big Finish website, so if you are keen and you want the CD, because there will be limited copies of the CD available, then do get your pre-orders in now. I'm going to be putting mine in today. So that's the next bit of the Time Lord Victorious jigsaw puzzle. I hope we get some more news soon about what's coming up from like the live events, the immersive theatre, the escape room. We're still waiting for information on that. We've got BBC Audio, which haven't announced their stuff yet as well. So, and the comic side of things, we haven't heard about that yet either. So, all looking forward to all that information coming out, and when it does, I will make sure to bring you the news here on the channel. So if you want to find out and keep updated about all things Time Lord Victorious and Doctor Who, do hit that subscribe button below for this quite epic multi-platform event that is unprecedented in the history of Doctor Who. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button, maybe share it to other people that you know that like Doctor Who, and, you know, subscribe if you like what you've seen here. You know, all that jazz. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.